Today is Monday, Parashat Vayetze Yaakov, and we're learning the Mussar in Hok Leisrael. The Mussar says today, Yiyu devarav mu'atin, a person's words should be few. A person should not be verbose and talk a lot, to minimize the amount of speech. Ve'kol namuch, and his voice should be low, not aggressive, not loud. U'me'at tzchok, a little of laughing around. A person should be serious in what he says. Um'at shevuot Hashem, and minimize, actually should aspire to have no swearing at all in the name of Hashem, afilu ala emet, even on the truth. And many times people, without being careful about it, say, I swear to, and they mention the name of Hashem, even if trying to prove a point which is totally true. A person should not do that. And a person should not say any untruth. No lie should be said by him. And the person should not sit around jokers. כאמור בירמיה, לא ישבתי בסוד משחקים, ואעלוז מפני ידיך בדד ישבתי, כי זעם מעתני. So, this pasuk indicates that it's a virtue, it's a good quality, not to sit around jokers who just sit around, but rather to be careful who we associate with, and rather sit by yourself than to sit with people whose discussions is not the proper discussion. And when he reads in Torah, in the prophets, in the Talmud, in the Ktuvim, in the writings, and he learns about the reward and the punishment, and he realizes how he sinned, he should submit himself and be humble, and his heart should be soft, should be afraid from punishment, and he should do teshuvah. And he brings here an example from Yoshiyahu. And he goes on the Mussar to say, humility or submission, ya'anava, is the humility, moshel b'ma'asav uvrucho. He has self-control over his actions, over his temper. When people embarrass him, and he's able to take revenge and answer back in kind. But because of his humility, he remains silent. And he just hears it without answering. And any mishap or anything that happens that is difficult for him, he's still yatzdik adin, he justifies, he says that Hashem knows what he's doing, Hashem is righteous. And he remains silent, and from questioning, why does this happen? Vaidom, just like Aaron was silent when his two sons, Adam and Nadav Avihu, and his two sons died, then Aaron was silent. And if people praise him, Yomar, he should say, don't praise me so much, don't praise, because I know my wrongdoings. So this Mussar teaches us the importance of how a person should act, always in humility, always be careful with what comes out of our mouth, that a person should not be tempted to answer in kind when somebody embarrasses him. He should be very careful not to say things that are not true. He should not swear the name of God even when it's something that is true. And finally, to accept whatever happens as something that is from Hashem, was righteous, and to realize the importance of humility is a very great quality that a person should have. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.